Now, this is something very familiar to you, but there is a tinge of difficulty there, right? It says 35 minus blank plus 7 is equals to 36 divided by 4. Remember how what I told you about the equal sign being a balance? Okay, it is a balance, right? So if you have a balance like this, and there are two sides to it, this side says 36 divided by 4. This side says 35 minus something plus 7. Now, they two must balance up. Should I work on this side first or should I work on this side? I will have to work on this side. Okay, so what is 36 divided by 4? How many times of 4 gives you 36? So you can count. Okay, if you have memorized it, good for you. Okay, but if you haven't, okay, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, and then you go 24, 28, 32, 36. How many? 9. Okay, 9 times 4 gives you 36. So I know that this is actually 9. So to make that 9, to make it balance, okay, if this side is 9, this side also has to be 9 so that you balance. If not, you go this way or you go that way. Okay, so we want this to be 9 as well. Okay, right? Now, some students, they will look at this and then they say 9, right? Very happy. They will write the answer 1. Okay, that's not correct. Okay, that is not the answer. You want the total of 35 minus something plus 7 to give you 9. Okay, so to help us see, I will draw a model. I first start with 35. Okay, and the question says that I must take away some number. Do I know what number this is? I don't know. Okay, I must take away some number, which I don't know what it is. And then I add 7, so I plus 7. Okay, and guess what? My answer will end up as a 9. How do I know it ends up as a 9? Well, it says it must balance up. Okay, the leftover must balance up. I know my model doesn't look very okay because 35 is this long and then 9 is this short, this long as well. It doesn't really matter because at that point when we are drawing, we don't really know, okay, the size. Okay, so it is fine. When you know the number, it must correspond with the size. Okay, but when you don't know the number, it is fine. Okay, like I don't know how big this is. I could draw it here, I could draw it here, I could draw it here. It's really up to me. So you will remember that in the previous lesson, we actually did a model like this. I showed this to you very deliberately. I said that, remember they start with this, then you gave away this, you're left with this, and then after that somebody gave you this. Okay, so now if you look at this again, this is cut off, but I don't know how much to cut off. Doesn't matter, we pretend that we know, and then we add this. And what do we know from here? What can we see? Can you see a part, whole, part, whole? Okay, so this is 7, this is blank, and this is a 9. 9 is made out of 7 and what? 7 and 2, right? Okay, 7 plus 2 gives you 9. Okay, so now go back to the question, right? So we know this. If we know this, you want to know this, so what do you do? Can I do this? What do you have? Part, whole again. Part, whole. 35 is made up of 2 and something. 2 and what? 35 minus 2, okay? So that makes 33. Right, so I must say that this question, although you're very familiar with the way it is written, okay, the way it's written like this, you are familiar with it. But it's because of this part here that can be tricky. All right, and then even after you have done the balance, if you remember to do the balance, you have done the balance, there's a possibility that you might write the wrong answer and write 9 as the answer here. Okay, it's not. Okay, not yet. The answer is not 9. You have to work that out in order to get it. So the question is pretty long in terms of solution. Okay.